Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, 38 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 39, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The give is to Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 26-yard line.
Here's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This is Elliott. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Shelby Harris. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Elliott.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Courtland Sutton, 26 yards.
And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Now McManus for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Cowboys 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 47. Mike, 45.
Now Prescott on fourth down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Prescott from the gun.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Watch 88. Watch 88. Tie that left. Tie that left. Mike, 45. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Prescott to throw on 4th.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And a nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw, Bridgewater. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really? By the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Play fake. Bridgewater. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And McManus able to put it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Pollard to return from the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. That is caught by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott now from the 50. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
That's right, baby. 45. Mike, 45. Here we go, 46.
They go to Elliott again, fighting through. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
You got to hey, kill. 47. 46.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1 yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Elliott looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a cut of 16 yards.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott.
Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Play action now, Bridgewater. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. Touchdown, Broncos. Albert O, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 45. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, check Mike 45.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Cowboys 17. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Bridgewater again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Randy Gregory picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left.
And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by McManus is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third one winner. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.